Well, hello and welcome once again to the Mission News Network, bringing you all the latest news from LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed. Now today I'm going to do something a little bit different. We can talk about some datamined stuff for the upcoming anniversary event. I don't normally cover too much of the datamined stuff. I guess honestly I don't feel like there's normally too much information there. I mean, like there's some stuff about the events, but none of the events really have. I don't feel like maybe that useful, because like lots of the events now require stuff from the events to even get further in the events, so like knowing some of that stuff ahead of time, like there's no way to really prep for some of that stuff. And there's always a chance some of the stuff might change, so also just take some of this stuff with a little bit of a grain of salt, because like I think a week ago in the files for the game it looked like the anniversary event was still going to be the same. So don't take all of this stuff as gospel, but I did want to talk about some of this stuff because honestly, if this stuff is going to be, even if it's like half right, the anniversary event should be a really interesting one, and I'm happy I've saved up a lot of gems for it because I'm going to be very spoiled with choice, and it's honestly just be kind of fun to play through. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now I do want to mention, it looks like something's missing here, but I believe that is just a fact that the, I think the anniversary event only has like 7 nodes per map, so it's kind of a little bit weird with how some of the stuff is listed. You have some hard nodes and not hard nodes, but they're kind of basically the same type of node, but I guess just like weird naming stuff in the game files. So we'll go ahead and get on into it. The first node on map 1, this is going to be map 1, is going to be Go-Go. This is one of your easy nodes. Basically means if you loot it, you don't really get anything else. Like, there's really no reason to loot. I believe there is going to be a currency that you get that you can spend in the store. I think that was included on this list, which this is all from the Minefield Discord. So credit to those people. They do a great job of getting into some of the stuff early. But this is just one of the ones I find a little bit more interesting since there's lots of stuff going on here. But this is going to be like a one-time only reward. The anniversary event last time had lots of these. Also, lots of them was for like master characters, so you got like 10 tiles for Wu. It doesn't look like it's going to be the case exactly this time. Only map 1 has the like one-time only nodes, but there is a couple, which is kind of weird. So one of the one-time only nodes is Go-Go, you get 10 tiles. First time reward. It costs 10 energy, you get an ally of Willa and overrides, which is basically the other allies that they give you, but they're forced to be on your team. If it's going to work exactly like last time, which I believe it will, they want forcing you to use those figs from your team. You were forced to use that fig that they gave you, and it would be their level, their upgrade mats, all that kind of stuff. It would be kind of like these forced shared allies in some of the campaign nodes, but you would have like multiple of them. Also, if it's going to work the same as last time, which I'm pretty sure it will, it means you can also take duplicates of those. I don't know why you would want maybe to have 2 storms. 2 Bunbuses might be kind of fun, but you could take 2 Willas if you needed to, which could be kind of cool. There was lots of nodes like that last event, which was kind of fun, where you got like 3 city figs and you can use duplicates from your own roster. Honestly, I would like to see more nodes like this, which I think is also the reason why I'm so excited for this one, is it's just really fun. The recommended level was 16 Year 1. I mean, this is going to be kind of fairly easy. Hopefully, everybody will be able to get through this one. Also, if you don't have Willa, you'll get a chance to actually use her, which might be kind of just fun to do. Also, you can actually use Storm and Barnabas. Nothing too special there, but Storm, I don't know if it sees much use that much, so hey, she might be kind of fun to actually be able to use there. Next up is one of the hard nodes, and this is Willa. It's 25 energy for 1 tile and 42% drop chance. And I believe each one was for, I forgot the information. It was either 1 or 2 tiles for each. Oh, sorry, here we go. Yeah, 25 energy for 1 tile. I haven't written it right now. Why I'm so super good to read. It's 25 energy calls for 1 tile chance to drop at 42%. Not too bad, though. Hey, she's available in the Master Store, and if you get far enough into the game, you'll get that. Apparently, the devs have said they don't want to put anything else really into the Master Store or nothing exclusive. Which will maybe be nice to get something in there that's not exclusive, but hey, it just allows you to farm them another rate, because like, I really nothing else to get in there besides apples and I guess tier 3 set tools. So it'd be kind of cool to get something else, but really, I might not would recommend farming this unless you, I mean, of course, you can't get any further yet, might as well go and farm. But like, unless maybe it's like you need 15 more tiles for the next like star up or something, it might be worth going ahead and like farming this one. But really, the first map stuff isn't that great. But you get an ally of Redbeard and 2 other allies of Nonsuch and Scarlett, which honestly should make this kind of fun. It might be a little fun though to mess around on. Nonsuch is a little bit late game, and Scarlett you may or may not have if you're early on. I recommend level 21 gear 2. You might not have a Scarlett yet. Your Redbeard might not even be that high. Well, I mean, hopefully at level 21 you've already had like decent Redbeard. But I thought it'd take a little while to get Redbeard to actually be good. Level 21, he might not be leveled up enough to even have like a lot of his abilities really ready. But hey, kind of a fun note here. You need to use Nonsuch, Scarlett, and Redbeard on a team early on. It'll be kind of fun. Might even go if you have like, you have Nonsuch, another Redbeard. You might even double up. It might be fun to do like double Redbeard, double Nonsuch, double Scarlett on your team. Just have fun. Granted, if you're that high up, you'll probably just easily destroy this node. If it's recommended level 21, but hey, it's still probably going to be pretty fun to do. Next up is 1-2 with Kelvin. 1-time reward of 10 tiles. Costs 10 energy. Just basic. An interesting note though, because you get an ally of Quincy. Don't see him too much. I mean, I guess that early adopters event, but I kind of stopped using him kind of quickly. The other space figs this way more powerful. You also get a Gent's catastrophe. So if you're new, you get 2 master figs. Might be kind of fun. Because like both of them are space, so you probably would be farming one over the other. Gents is probably the best one to go for now. Willa maybe still, but like you probably won't have both of them. Also not at level 26. You definitely probably won't have both of them. But hey, that's a cool little thing to do there. Might be a little fun node to try out with some space stuff. Also, these are not tag locks, so you can use other figs besides space. Tag locks come in more the second map. 1 hard 2 is Ernes. 25 energy for 1 tile at 42%. Honestly, kind of good. Might even be better than the event he's in. This might actually be a node I'm going to be farming. Maybe. At least maybe get him unlocked. I don't have him unlocked still. Ally here is Ash, also Clay and Chef. Interesting. Ash and Chef might be kind of fun. Clay's going to be a weird one. Also, if you're new, you probably already definitely had Clay. I don't know if you even have used him. It might be like a shed node or a campaign node where you're forced to use it. I don't remember. So it might be interesting to try him out. But hey, nothing too crazy here. So kind of an easy note. Surprised they're giving away Ernes here. That's, I mean, I guess that's like less good technically maybe than a Master Store. Or Master Store should probably be better than him. But hey, I won't say no to this. I might actually farm this one. I don't have him unlocked. So hey, I can see dropping some gems here. Next up is 1-3, Spooky Girl. It's 10 tiles only. It's weird to me some of these ones we just get like a couple tiles in the first do. Spooky Girl isn't that great. I mean, she's nice to have, but it's funny to me this is after a node with a farmable Willa on it. You get Spooky Girl. Granted, it's just a one-time only thing. It's 10 energy. Also, you get to use Willa on here. Also get to use Malak and Grimhelma. So, Spooky Paradise tryout stuff. This will be pretty cool. It'll be cool to actually try out Malak again. I think only one node in that Spooky Army event actually had him, and I didn't really get too good of a feel of him. Might be fun to try him out here. I think I'm looking forward to this. Recommended level 32, gear 3. Nothing too crazy, but hey, probably one of the best like shared figs ones so far. Get to try out some cool stuff. 1 hard 3, Gents. So this is when we actually can farm Gents. 25 energy from 1 tile at 42% again. This time we can try out some Ninjago stuff. You get a force ally of Wu, Lloyd, and Jay. Recommended level 35 Gear 4. Jay might be kind of interesting. Apparently, Jay is supposed to be the next event coming up with some new stuff. But hey, if you haven't got him yet, you can try. Well, say you haven't got him. There's a good chance you might not have got him since the last time that event ran was like in the summertime. So it's been about 6-7 months since the last time he's ran. So I can see a lot of new players might not have him. If you're new, you might not have. Well, actually, if you've played since then, you could probably do this node. It's been long enough since that event has ran that you are probably well able to do this node by now. So it might be your first time to really get to use Jay. But nothing too crazy here. You get gens, which is maybe a better option to farm than Willa. But these aren't bad farming options if you're new. If you can't get too far into it, getting these tiles with gens, Willa, and Ernes aren't pretty bad. I think gens and Willa are at least, I think there were 65 tile unlocking if you lock them at level 3. You might could actually get that much for them in this event. I mean, it's not like the best drops ever, but hey, if you have nothing else, you can't get even further in. Gens and Willa are probably good. Ernes would be maybe really good to unlock, especially early on, but I think he is at least like 115 tiles. I mean, I guess you'd go all in on him, but I'm thinking maybe just like farm gens and Willa alternate back and forth. They don't spend too many gems or like node refreshes, maybe at least save some gems there. You might get both of these kind of early. Not too bad if you're new. It can't get like too far in. This is actually kind of like a good event for you. Now the last one, 1-4, which is also a hard node, even though it's not listed as hard. This is where numbers got a little bit weird. I was setting this up, I'm like, these numbers don't add up. What's the 8? And I'm like, and why is this one a hard node but not listed as hard? It's weird. This is Super Wrestler. 25 energy for 1 tile, 42%. Basic. Kind of a good fig to get, just not a master fig. Also, he can be kind of farmed somewhat easily for his. I mean, it's not like a great node you can farm him for. But him and Cormacob guy aren't too hard to get early on if you are new. I mean, I guess there's like some. You have to have certain figs to be able to do the nodes, but like, I don't know if they're like that bad to get. It might not be the most worth it to actually get him from this event, personally. You get a forced ally of Yeti with Primo, Leo, and Majisto. Recommended level 38, Gear 4, so you get to pick 2 figs with Yeti, a collectible tank. Primo, who's city support, kind of does some tank stuff, pet management. He's a little bit weird. Also, it's like an attack buff too. I think also decent attack. Kind of interesting. Leo, he's a, I believe classic space attacker, I think. I can't remember what his exact tags are. He's an attacker or support. I mean, support's like some of the best attackers in the game anyway, so it's kind of, support's kind of like a catch-all. So he's interested. Majisto, support, a little bit attacker, makes people heal and payback, gives people some payback. Kind of cool. Very mixed match team there. I don't know if these really synergize too well. I think Yeti does get payback on his like taunt though, so Majisto will help him heal off of that. But it's just kind of a fun. The last node last time was like this. You got 5 figs that they had not much synergy, like from different themes or different tags, I guess in this case. And you got to pick 1 fig and the set to use to try to make it work. It was kind of a hard node, but it was kind of fun just trying to get through with like picking 1 fig and 1 set to see what would like pull it all together. And this is almost like that. So you get to pick 2 figs and the set. But hey, probably going to be one of the most fun sets, or one of the nodes in the game. I mean, some of the second map's waves are going to be interesting too. But if you are new, this is probably going to be maybe one of your most fun battles you're going to encounter in this game. I could almost see if you try to loot it. If it's not too hard for you to do, it might even be fun to retry this one instead of like auto-looting it each time. Maybe just go back through and play it, because I don't know. I think I'm going to have fun doing this. I mean, with the recommended level is 38, I'm going to like blast through it. But hey, I might pick some of my like lesser figs that I don't really use too often, just throw them in here to see what I can do. Hey, will be like a fun little node to play at least. Might not be the best loot. I think Willa and gens might still be perhaps the best ones in the first thing. Ernes is also really good, but early on, getting a gens and the Willa probably will be a little bit more useful because you can get to them a little bit earlier with a lower unlock cost. Because you can also, I mean, I guess Master Sword so far way off. Ernes take a while to get to his node either in the Imperial event, so it's kind of both of them might take a little bit longer to actually get to be able. If you don't get them unlocked in this event, to unlock them later. Although, hey, you do have the All-Star events, you might could get them unlocked. I kind of value personally an unlock over a little bit more of just getting closer, especially if they're still both far off. So hey, it's up to you. But now we get into map 2. A 2 hard one is Corn Cob Guy. This will be 20 energy for 1 tile at 32%. The drop rates are getting much lower now. But hey, the energy cost is also a little bit lower too, so hey, I guess it kind of works out. Your ally here is Ghost. We also get a Reaper and a Skully. So some interesting stuff. Ghost, Master Fig, Reaper, and Skully. Reaper's a little bit later into the Malak event. Skully's a little bit early on, but hey, those are still, I guess, newer figs. Such might not have too high. Tag restriction here is Castle. And not Spooky, so you can just run any other Castle stuff with them. Either these 3 all are Spooky. Which should be kind of interesting. Recommended level 43, Gear 6. 6-star. Interested in 6-star, but that's kind of high versus recommended level of 43. But hey, overall might be kind of a fun node. You get to break out some castle. Most of spooky stuff, because let's face it, most spooky stuff is also tagged castle. But hey, some kind of interesting stuff you can actually do here. Some Nita, I guess, shared figs here with the Ghost Ally and Reaper and Skully. You'd kind of maybe work on a little bit of a mixed castle spooky team here, which might be kind of cool if you haven't done so already. It's kind of forcing you, I guess, to at least to do that. Next up is the Reaper node, a 2-1, 20 energy for 1 tile at 28%, so we're getting under like a third chance to drop a tile. Forced ally here is Nonsuch, Rita, and Ernes. I left off the T there. Whoops. I'm not going to restart it just to fix that, though. Oh, there's a T down there under tag. Yeah, boy. This is bothering me real a lot. So I'm not going to stop it here. Although that T's going to haunt me in my dreams tonight. The overrides here are Rita and Ernes, so you get kind of all of the, I guess, new, air quotes, Imperial fig. I say newer since Nonsuch has been in the game since the start. Only, like, I guess, kind of recently farmable-ish. But it's kind of interesting giving you all of those, so if you just have, I guess, the more basic Imperial figs, you can try them out. Also, you can try out almost a little bit more of a full Imperial team. I mean, you could go Governor, Lay, and Valiant, or you even throw on Lequay if you wanted to. I mean, you almost have every single Imperial fig in this fight, which is kind of cool. And if you have, like, the more basic, I guess, Imperial figs, you can kind of try this out. I mean, you guys can kind of try out, like, making, I guess, the more Imperial's not meta, but, like, the best Imperial team that you can, plus an extra fig, which is kind of cool. I mean, some of these nodes, I think, might be a little bit more fun just for trying out this stuff, necessarily than who you can get. But, hey, getting Reaper is kind of good since you need him to have basic competency to unlock Malak. I mean, I guess you already lost basic competency to unlock Malak after this first rerun, but, hey, maybe you can try to make up for the second rerun, try to show off your base competency. I just barely unlocked Reaper this time. But tag restriction, of course, is Pirate. Kind of nice it's not just Imperial, so you also get someone Redbeard and some other people too. I mean, you might do like a full Imperial team plus a Redbeard. Might be kind of fun. You could even throw on the Forbidden Islands, say if you wanted to, or you could throw on El Dorado Fortress. Up to you. Kind of interesting. Recommended level 48, Gear 6, 6-star. Still interesting to me. These are recommending 6-star. That feels kind of high for like not even at max level at the base game, which is 20 levels lower than now. I mean, with max level now is 70. So it feels kind of interesting. The star level's that high, but the level's that low. But hey, so it shouldn't maybe be too hard. I mean, I think you can reach about maybe this in like 2-3 months. So hopefully you might be able to stop farming some Reaper. Reaper's probably not that bad of one, because considering that that event has 4 figs locked to it, Reaper might be a little bit of a better one to farm here. Next up, we got 2 hard 2 with Nonsuch. 20 energy for 1 tile at 28% drop rate. Forced ally here is Willa and Zombie. Just those two, which is kind of interesting. Zombie is going to be kind of interesting. I mean, I guess he is kind of bad, but I don't hate him. I mean, I think he can do enemy zombies feel like do decently on some like the PvE stuff. They can hit decently-ish hard, or annoyingly hard, I guess. Maybe not actually decent, but they make me go, ugh, watching my health bar disappear. I wish their like gimmick was better. I think they could make a way better revive for them. But hey, it's not too bad. This tag restriction here will be spooky, which is interesting because I think the other one that was just castle was a little bit more spooky than this one. And you're going to have to come up with 4 spooky figs to use here, so that might be kind of a little bit of a hard thing. You don't just come up with 3. But hey, I guess you can use your Willa, you can use your own zombie too. I mean, I'm not sad to recommend it, but you can use them. Throw with some your a basil or 2. Oh, I guess you don't throw in 1 basil. Though I remember, I think last time this one was very interesting. I think you also got a shared ally of Willa, and it was like you had 2. I think the optimal thing was to have 2 Willas, so your basil would just always be dying and reviving constantly because of them. Was kind of fun. I recommend level 55, gear 6, 6 star. Nothing too crazy here. Nonsuch might be kind of cool to get because he's kind of locked that end of his event, and maybe he's like the best end for that event. So he's also another high tile unlock, I think. Well, maybe it's just 65. He might just be 65. Somebody will say he was 115, but I think I do remember getting him at 65. I remember losing 5 tiles one time when I bought 5 tiles with him, and it hurt me severely. But hey, not too bad of one to farm here. I could definitely see doing this, maybe at least to just unlock him. You use like another Imperial option, and he kind of like pulls the Imperial team together, especially with the Imperial set. So not that bad of an option to get here. Next up, you have 2-2 with Gorewell. Gorewell is not the end fig anymore, which is kind of cool. 20 energy for 1 tile at 28%. I don't know if that's really maybe it's better than it was last time. I mean, it is definitely a much higher drop chance, and it's also like closer to 30% instead of like 20% for 20 energy. Like then it might almost be a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less. But I think it's going to maybe be a little bit better than last time, though. I had great drop rates last time. Personal drop rates, not like scientific. I don't know. No, it wasn't. It was above average, at least. But you get a force ally of Sal, Ash, and Chef. Curious to see what this is going to be. The space node last time, because this is last time there was a node where you were forced to use city, which you are here. And it was all basically space enemies, and it was a pain. They got through so quickly. That was back when Galaxy Explorer removed all buffs instead of just 1 buff for that ability. So they got through your taunts and everything very, very, very quickly, which was very annoying. And it was very hard to do. You didn't have that much of a high city team, there was no reason to. This was like the main reason to do that. And I'm curious to see if it's going to be just like last time. It could be the same figs you fight as last time, or it could have more of the classic space stuff. This node is probably going to be your event killer here if it's anything like last time. I think this was the thing that stopped most people. I think most people also got stuck on Castle and Ninjago, but to me those were easier. I mean, I guess it wasn't as much of a reason to have them. I'm a Castle head, so you had lots of Castle stuff. But those nodes to me weren't really hard. This node was very hard, but it's going to be kind of interesting. So you get to have Sal, Ash, and Chef. You're probably going for sure want to have Aurora on your team. I think Primo was pretty good last time. You might could have a second Ash, or you might go a second Sal. I think last time it might have been things saying like Primo, Aurora, and Sal, so you had 2 tanks. So when they removed it from one, you could use the other. Though I also want to say last time you might have had like one of the last time. Yeah, I think last time it was maybe Sal, Ash, and Primo, so you had 2 Primos. The Primos could also use taunt. It was a very, very interesting node last time. I highly recommend go looking up videos if you haven't seen that. Recommended level 60, gear 7 star. So this is getting kind of really hard, but it's going to get you Gorewell, which is going to be pretty nice. In a way, that might still technically be the best fig here, since they're kind of exclusive. Well, they're exclusive to this event. I mean, I guess tournament rewards now, but good luck getting first in your tournament bracket. Premium bags and the Imperial All-Star, which I don't know if that'd be the best way to really work on unlocking her. But hey, this is probably one I'm definitely going to be going for. Next up, 2 hard 3 is Leo. So that's going to be pretty nice. This is, if I'm remembering the names right, this is the last classic base fig that is locked in the early adopters event. So a little bit harder. Like you have to get Blacktron Dwayne, Blacktron Quincy, Alpha Centauri Outpost, and Alan all up to 5 stars to be able to even unlock this node to start farming it. So he is kind of more of an end event fig, so it's kind of good. 20 energy for 1 tile at 28%. Not too bad. Not that great, but hey, I'll kind of take that. Forced allies here. Quincy, Jens, and Andreas. Tag restriction space. This actually will be my first time to really use Andreas because I didn't actually get him unlocked in that Yeti rerun. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Quincy and Jens become interesting with Andreas. You can't do, well, I guess you kind of can do a full classic space team if you have them. You can also run, I guess, double Andreas and Jens if you have both of them too, which would be kind of interesting. Or you run the other classic space figs plus Quincy. Probably going to be an interesting node to do at the very least. For people that have more like the good space stuff unlocked. Recommended level is 65, gear 7, 6 star, which is an interesting drop from last one saying 7 star, but hey, recommended stuff is kind of whatever. Then you have 2-3 with Santa, which is, this could almost be one of the best nodes. But we'll cover that a little bit later. This is 20 energy for 1 tile at 26% chance to drop. A little bit lower, but not too much. I mean, I don't know if you're going to notice too much of a difference between 28 to 26%. The forced ally here is Wu and Lloyd. You have to also use Ninjago. That means you could also run your own Lloyd and your own Wu. You could maybe throw on Garmadon, some other stuff here. Not gonna be too bad. I know people had problems with the Ninjago one last time. We didn't have Ninjago up high enough. Although, hey, this one had nothing else to level, so I have decent Ninjago. And they were like a good pirate counter at one point, so definitely won them. So, not too bad. Though you are going to have 4 high-level Ninjago figs of your own to do this. Recommended level 70, gear 8, 7 star. Might be a little bit of a tough one, though. Maybe bring along your own Wu. Might be good. Nia's not that great, but if you have her, some healing. Throw on, I don't know, maybe DigiJ and Garmadon too. Or hey, Great White. I'm probably going to be using Great White with this node. Watch me fail multiple times. But the reason why I said this node is probably going to be kind of good is Santa's the only recent fig they released with a 10-star unlock. If you were here for the Christmas event, you should at least have gotten him unlocked. Probably should have maybe even gotten him like 2 stars, maybe 3 stars if you did some of the time quests. Maybe you didn't focus on those too much because it was Santa tiles. But he's actually very useful at low stars. And to get up to 2 stars only takes 20 tiles. Get up to 3 stars, 35. I mean, plus the ones beforehand. But like, if you farm this node, you actually get him leveled up much quicker than everybody else because he takes less tiles. Oh, well, he starts off needing lower tiles because he's not like starting off at 5 stars, so he needs, what, 100 tiles at the next level? No, if you got him unlocked and for whatever reason you get any more tiles with him, it only takes 20 tiles to level him up next. So, might be kind of a good one to farm. Kind of cool to see him. I think I might. I really like him. Though, I don't know, some other stuff I would actually need from this to actually get unlocked. But the Santa node is kind of interesting for his low star requirement, or low tile requirements to get to the next level. So, it might be better to farm him than a fig that needs like 115 tiles to unlock, since you'll be able to get more immediately out of him even if you don't get to like 115 tiles total or whatever. But that's just my opinion. And then last is Too Hard for Malak. 20 energy for 1 tile, 25% drop chance. Not the best, but I'll take it. Ally you're forced to use here is Leo, Nonsuch, Garmadon, Santa, and Aurora. Tag restrictions none, use whoever you want to. Recommended level 70, gear 8, 7 stars. So this is kind of like a repeat of what it was last year, though you even have some different figs. Leo is C5 or just I think when he dies he does that. No, sorry, that's Alan. It's my the 2 early adopted classic space mixed up. But so you have him, Nonsuch, which I'm actually going to do maybe too much here. I think he still does some synergies with other figs on his team. But it's going to be kind of interesting. Garmadon's just a powerhouse anyway, so it'd be good to have him. Santa's a powerhouse. Probably going to be kind of decently leveled. He does revive, he does heal block. I think maybe just passive block. Tizzy's really strong. Aurora, super reviver. And you're getting one, so it's not like you had to pick. I think that was people did last time they brought their own Aurora, but then you were kind of maybe wasting another attacker slot. Kind of good stuff here. I'm curious to see what people are going to go with. Though I'm not. I mean, I could almost even just see someone on a Majisto and a Guarded in, so everybody can pay back and heal. Santa's going to be healing all the time. Although sadly you don't have like too many magical figs, so Majisto's Tower's not going to be too good. No spooky figs, so Trader Transport not being too great. Only one pirate. Technically he's a pirate. Fig, so probably Forbidden Island and Eldorado Fortress not be that great. Maybe you might could throw on Galaxy Explorer with Leo, throw on another classic space, which I may not do that for all the other ones. But I don't know, if you only have 2 figs that qualify, it might not be that great. Though I've heard lots of people say Lego House is really good too. Lego House might be the go-to here, a little bit kind of overall, but I think Lego House and Guarded In are maybe the best general purpose sets, really. Because I think anybody can kind of benefit from having payback to do some damage back to them. Especially if you throw Majisto, then they heal really good. And Lego House just gives lots of bonuses and you throw on somebody else there. But yeah, this is probably the most fun node. At least trying to figure out a strategy that works best here. This one at the end of map 1, I think will be like the 2 highlights of this event. Also, Malak Tiles. I'll probably go all in on this one. There's like 5 nodes in this event I'm going to go all in on. So I'm actually kind of happy about this anniversary because, yeah, there's lots of stuff for me to actually look forward to farming. Considering a week ago I thought all they were going to have was the same event and it was going to be a Goldwell just to look forward to. I'm impressed with all the stuff they put in here. Ernes early on in the map 1, you still have a Goldwell node, you have a Malak node, you have a Leo node that can be farmed, you have a Nonsuch node which could be useful, but I already have him unlocked, so probably not going to touch that. Probably not going to touch Corn Cob or Super Wrestler, because I have both of them unlocked, I think like 5 stars. 5 or 4 stars for both of them, and like they have an event dedicated to them, so I might just wait to farm them from that event. But like, also Santa, since I can't immediately get to him in the classic, the reworked Yeti brick pace, since I'm starting to get Andreas to see 15 more tiles. Really wish I could get 15 tiles from Andreas somewhere. That would be really nice, go and get him unlocked. I won't be able to farm him anymore, and he's kind of a core part of my team now, so I would really love more stuff for him. I only need 50 tiles for him, so I don't know. I can see dividing the stuff between Malak, probably Malak, then Leo and Ernest. See if I can get both of them unlocked at least. Although I have to double check how much tiles I have for each of them to see how close I can actually get to unlocking them. And then maybe go Santa and Reaper after I get those 2 unlocked. Just so I maybe work on those. Reaper just get higher so I can actually farm Malak from his event, and Reaper just kind of looks cool. I like the spooky army figs. Santa just walks in my team, so I could maybe see doing that. I mean, more Ernest could be cool, but I still need to get him unlocked. Same with Leo, so I might just get them unlocked so I have them as options. But hey, there's a lots of cool stuff here. So that's really all I have for updates here. I believe it has been said there is going to be an event store and something about the currency drops maybe. Other house it's about they'll only be up like 2 currency, though I don't know how they're going to scale all this stuff. Some of the events sound like, oh, that's a lot of currency, but this fig costs 5,000 currency for like 3 tiles, and this event over here is like, you can get 5 tiles of this fig for like 300. So I don't know what all that's going to mean to really actually see more what there's going to be in the store. Hopefully some of this stuff might be in the store, some of the other figs might be. Hey, if Andreas is in the store, I'll be buying him. Just we need 15 more tiles to unlock him. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. What would you want to be farming? Are you Do you think you're ready with those tag node locks or not? I mean, there's gonna be a lot of stuff there. Luckily, I have like almost 20 million gold saved up. I think a decent number of scrolls too, so I need to level up anybody I can. Because last time I know it was crazy spinning just to get up. I think I wasted all my gems having to get past that city node first time. So it could even be like that again. I hope I got 5,000 gems last week. But hey, this kind of sounds really cool. I'm really looking forward to this anniversary event. It is really dope. Wouldn't even mind maybe having like a 2.5 anniversary event, maybe where you just rerun this. Because the offerings here are really cool. Though, with all of that said, do keep in mind, if you are a big fan of Ninjago, it sounds like one of the next events we will be getting, or one of the, like, after, I guess, the next update. We're supposed to be getting Coco, Misako, the Lego Ninjago movie version. We're supposed to be getting a version of Cole. I still can't remember. I think that might be one of the newest ones. I could be 100% wrong with that. But hey, we're finally getting Cole. And it looks like we might be getting the City of Six, or at least one more Ninjago set. All we're going to be adding to the Mind Games event. I also heard apparently we're going to get like a farmable Garmadon node, so keep that in mind. I'll do more of that later, but that event is definitely much further out, so there's not as much data mine stuff about that. Although you're also going to need Nia, so heads up about that. But if you are very interested in Ninjago, it could even be worth saving through this anniversary for that. If it's like some of the past events, the new things they release are very overpowered. So if you like a Ninjago and you want to be super meta, saving up to get the next meta things that are of the theme that you like might be worth it. Because if I remember correctly, there was nothing from this event that actually was really related to Ninjago they're giving out. So if you really want to be rocking some OP Ninjago stuff, it might be worth saving till after this. I don't know how soon after this the Mind Games rework thing might release. It could be the next event. It could be like, let's see, what we're going on March. So it could be the beginning of April or something. It could be a ways out. But I did just want to throw that out there for any Ninjago super fans. There is supposed to be a Ninjago update. Most past things have been overpowered. So if you want to be rocking the next meta stuff, there's a good chance the next stuff they release from Ninjago will make Ninjago meta again. And hey, if you like them, you'll probably want to be rocking them over some of the stuff you get from this. So it could be worth it to not spend too crazy. I mean, I will admit, Coco is tempting me. I almost see skipping this stuff to get her, but it sounds like you'll need to get... You have to do a set node first to get that set up, and then you can do her node, and then I think Cole, then her, something like that. But we'll cover that more in a later video. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you want some of that stuff, I'm hearing Coco, City of Sticks, Cole, and a farmable Garmadon node. So if you're Ninjago bro, you might want to save up for that. So I think really was that. That's kind of it. I rambled a lot just giving off the news for like who I want to kind of farm. But yeah, this info has me like really excited for this event. I'm going to be probably playing this hardcore. Look forward to a super stream whenever this event drops. What, in a couple days or so. Yeah, we're going to be going in hard or beating this, getting some great farms going, all that fun stuff. So until then, it's Paul Ripley signing off. Goodbye. Thank you to the wonderful people over at the Minefield for digging up this information so I can share it with everybody here. And see you next time. Hopefully soon for a Ninjago video. Though the Ninjago data mine stuff might be a little bit more after the anniversary stuff, so I might see you first for that. And I might just do a stream because it might be fun just to chit chat about this. But if you do have any questions, put the hop over onto the Discord that is linked below in the description if you want to chit chat, because there's going to definitely be lots of stuff to discuss here. So with all that said, Paul Ripley signing off. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.